Ich gehöre längst nicht mehr zur Welt der Sterblichen. Ich fürchte hier nichts und niemanden. Willst du wissen, wer ich bin? Ich bin Vegeta!
Hello guys, Mr. Chocolate King, and yes, I am back here again. Might be a little bit tired, and yes, you start the title of the video. Who is the one and only, probably one of the most mysterious characters in the entire series of Hajime Ippo? Who is the regular? That is the basic question. The honest thing is about the regular is, to this date, we did not have a name for this man at all. It is the oddest thing. If you think about it, it's the oddest thing because it's very rare, as far as I know, and as long as I've been a fan of Hajime Ippo, for us to have a character and not have a name for him for this long. So literally this long, we know nothing about him. Only thing we know is when Takamura first met him in the bathroom after Kimura's return match after losing the A-class tourney again, is he told Takamura to call him ear rug, which is just technically it's another way just to say call somebody the regular, which is odd, but it's just one of those things. That's the thing, we don't know his name, how old he is, what he used to do, or what's it with this and that. But all we know is that he is a major fan of the great Takamura, a major fan of Kimura, and that is pretty much it. That's pretty much all we know about him. And he likes some alcohol every once in a while, but besides from that, that's all we pretty much know about him. It's been way too long to play. But I do have a few theories. I do have like a few thoughts about the regular. Because in my opinion, I could be wrong about this, but in my humble opinion, I believe the regular could quite be just a former boxer that used to be a boxer and used to be used to be in the same weight class as Kimura, and they became like temporary friends, but never went anything beyond that. And ever since then, he's just been pretty much a good friend. Or not a good friend. He's just been following Kimura's career ever since. That's pretty much the way I see it. Like, I don't know how to put it. It just started out Takamura just. And the oddest thing is not only how he's the biggest fan of Kimura that we know anybody to be to this date. It's also the fact that somehow, some way, that he's a good friend with Takamura. Hey, can you give me some beer? Yeah. Can I get some food? Yeah. If you was hungry, just tell me so. And this is like, yeah, this is the guy right here. He knows I'm a ladies' man. Really, that's all it takes. For you to feed somebody, you just gotta tell you that you're a ladies' man, and you really give somebody a free meal. Alright then. Whatever you want, Takamura. Whatever you want. But I do have a theory. I do have a theory. I do believe that he's a former boxer. It's pretty much been shown out that he is homeless. Pretty much. He didn't live in there anywhere. His home was basically a bunch of newspapers. And besides from that, it's just that's pretty much it. There's not too much anything else there. Not really. Because the whole thing about him is like, what is the purpose of the regular constantly showing up and disappearing? Every time Kimura have a match or something, he is always there. Always. Or Takamura will pick him up to go watch somebody. Like with the whole Misha versus a God fight. He's always there. And we don't even know the purpose of the regular. He's just there pretty much. He drinks alcohol. He's a fan of Takamura. Of Kimura. And it's just, even he himself is surprised that, wow, I'm a fan of, I'm a friend with the world champion. Just, wow, how can he be so kind and so grateful? So it's just, but there's not too many things you can really say about the regular, because it's just, there's not too many things known about him. He wore the exact same cringe shirt and pants everywhere, and he's just, the only thing is what is his complete backstory? Because there's no way he's been homeless his entire life. And some might say, why do I think he's like a former boxer? It's just, he kind of seems like one to a certain degree. He maybe had like 5 fights and he lost all of them. and you could possibly say, oh, he's called the regular because, you know, he was just an average guy at the sparring and at the gym. He was just the regular who shows up at the gym. Well, that could be a key point. He was just a regular that showed up at the gym, and that's pretty much it. And that just who he always was. He was just a regular, and it's just he always showed up to the boxing gym. He had a terrible career. He could always find a fight with somebody, and he was just a regular, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much just being who he always was. Well, it's one of the things, but I don't know a backstory for the regular. It's just, aside from my opinion, him being like a former boxer, there's not too many other things I could come up with. Cause he gotta know Kimura, in my opinion, some way, form, or fashion. Because he's like a strong supporter of Kimura. It's whether he knows Kimura or he see inspiration in Kimura, just like how the Aoki crew, those two guys whose names I don't think I ever found out their names. Those two guys who hanging out at Aoki, that not work at the noodle shop, just like them, he's like a big fan of Kimura, but not in the same. You can't say in the same vein, because he did say that Kimura smelled different. He did say that. So, but hey, maybe he like the same reason, likes Kimura the same way I like Kimura, cause I don't know something about. I don't know if it's just it's just tenacity or what. It's just Kimura. I don't know something about Kimura. I can't explain it. I can't really explain it at all. But it refers to the regular. It is a mystery. We don't know his origins. We don't know his past. We don't even know how old he is. It's pretty sure it's implied that he's homeless. This makes you question, how does he get fed without Takamura around? But yeah. And this is like, out of all people, how does Takamura become a friend of somebody who's a major fan of Kimura? That usually does not happen at all. At all. But again, we're all talking about the great Takamura. Anything that happened. Literally anything can happen. So I think that's all I want to say. There's not too much else to talk about here, as I terribly play this game. You could tell I haven't played this game in a while. Earlier, the reason I was struggling so much, I couldn't remember how to go to cover anything. I was just sad. But yeah, that's pretty much. He only showed up in a few arcs, usually when Kimura is fighting, or recently with the whole Mishima vs Shinobu fight. But aside from that, as you could say, technically, once again, he's only there to watch Kimura, or a person who Kimura fought. But then again, Takamura's just gonna take him there to buy him a free meal anyway. So it's just, the regular. Who is he? Where is he from? And what is his purpose? Who knows? Who knows indeed. All I know is the regular has been here. He's been around for some time now. For a long time. Well, not a long time. At least like a year or two. He's been around. The number one support for Kimura. The number one supporter. The number one friend. And an unusual friend of the great Takamura. It's very strange. Very strange. Like, they met in the bathroom. It was not uncommon. Takamura has met people in more strange ways. But it's just, out of all people, it's just seeing Takamura talk to the regular is an unusual thing, in my opinion. Because I'm the fact that he wouldn't talk to a person like the regular, but it's just, he just kind of just talks to him, and he don't even know who he is. It's just like, alright then, I'll buy you a meal or something. I'll do something for you, I guess. And they talk some, and just Takamura just goes back to it. And also another thing, the regular has met nobody else. The only person he knows in the Korigami gym is Kimura, nobody else. And that's why I keep on saying I want to think that he was like a terrible boxer, and that the whole thing how you know Kimura is the whole fact that he fought him to get his license. Now, sure, he still got his license for fighting Kimura, but it doesn't mean that he was a good fighter by any means. But somebody said, how did he end up homeless then? I don't know. And that's also the thing. If he was a former boxer, then let's say he just chose to quit, then why didn't he just get a regular job? How did he end up homeless? Does he have a family? Did he have some type of relationship that's no longer there? So like, that's the thing. He's a pessimist to a degree when it refers to certain things, but aside from that, he's quite optimistic, quite supportive, whether Kimura is doing a good job or not. So it's just, it's just the fact there's so many things that could be said or speculated with the regular, and nobody knows at all of what he is, or what he plans to do, or what his purpose in the store. I'm not going to act like he's going to fight Kimura. That's not going to happen, or fight anybody else, or be a part of Koigama 5. No, but it's just, he is kind of there for a reason. It's not like he's just there to show, oh, Takamura is human after all. He's the thing. Aside from this whole backstory, it's just, why is he here? Because it's not like anytime I see the regular, I don't want to see him on screen. But it's just like, he kind of shows up and it's just, he's just there. So there got to be some type of major reveal eventually. But I don't know what it is. I don't think he was a world champion. I don't think he was anything serious. The very rare could have been. It could have been that he made it to the world stage and got KO'd, ended his boxing career. But that wouldn't really explain why he's homeless at all. It would just explain what happened to his backstory. So why is he homeless? Why does he refuse to get a job? Why? Cause it's not like the whole homeless thing is optional. Come with Takamura is just like, come inside. I'll buy you. Before he's offered to buy a meal, he said he can get into the boxing match to watch the Mishiba match with his boxing license, and he's just like, there's no point of wasting your time on trash like me. I'll just pull you down, which is just, I don't think he's depressed. I don't think he got a Ricardo Martinez situation, or I don't know. I do believe that he does have a mental lock that leads to a lot of self-doubt, but I don't know what's actually wrong with him. I just don't, because it don't seem like he's depressed or sad or mad about the situation. It's just kind of like he's just regular. It's almost like there's a certain point where he kept failing back to back, and he just accepted his fate, and now he just lives the way he lives. And it kind of just like, he just kind of just sit there and takes the punishment. Really, he just, whether he's cold or starving, he's just there. Takamura shows up, they talk some, and that's pretty much it. The whole thing is it's just an odd friendship for Takamura to have, because it happened out of nowhere, and they're not the best of buddies, but it's just like, yeah, this is a guy. It's not even like that, because he had not mentioned a regular to anybody else. He had not brought him up. He just haven't really done anything with him. He could have been. Yeah. I do believe he used. Cause the regular does mean something, and I doubt he gave himself the name Earrug. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with his past, but I don't think it had anything to do with him being homeless, though. I don't know you guys' opinions about what you think about the regular. Who do you believe the regular actually is? Cause I don't think the reveal is major, but I do believe the reveal is significant in some type of way. I don't think it's significant to Kimura, but it's been one of those things where it is a revelation to a certain degree. But that's pretty much been it. That's been my video about the regular. It's not the most, I don't think it's the most put together video in the world, but it's just one of those things where it's just like, I don't know. Why is he here? Out of all things, that the regular. Cause this thing, it's not like it's surprising that Kimura actually has fans, because it's not like he's a bad fighter. But the thing is, it's just out of all things, he's just kind of just there, really. But you could say it's just like the Aoki crew, but even they became useful with like finding out a flaw inside Ippo and the Dimchiro type thing. But first, anything after that, there's just really just nothing. But it'd be your Boomer Shockwave King. I'd like to know what you guys think about the regular and what do you think his goals are. This has been a quick video before I gotta go to sleep, go to that broken down job, and get paid nothing and waste my time for 12 hours straight. But it'd be your Boomer Shockwave King. Hope you'll be able to hear me. And peace. Who do you think the regular really is?